Yeah, in this video today, I want to give someone a platform for once who usually doesn't get a lot of attention. This is the humble simmering basket. We usually don't talk a lot about it and what it can do in our cooking experiences, and this is what this video is about. So I hope you all enjoy it. Let's get started then. So first of all, I want to show you how we can cook rice or also quinoa or any other vegetables for that matter. Today we'll just start, and this is obviously or probably the thing that you're already using your simmering basket for. So you put it into your Thermomix, you bring up the scales and you start weighing in your rice. So I'm weighing in brown rice today, and just go for about 200 grams there. And so what I usually do with brown rice, because it takes very much longer than normal long grain white rice, like a basmati rice or jasmine rice like that, I soak it before I cook it. And here comes my thermoserver in handy, because the simmering basket fits beautifully right into the thermoserver, the 2.6 litre that is. And I just can cover it here with water and let it sit there for a couple of hours to soak. I put the lid on top so no creatures and crawls can go in there. So now I've switched the basket, and I'm also using the simmering basket for soaking almonds or any other nuts that you want to activate. So you can put them in there and use the same soaking method. And how to get them out of this thermoserver as well as out of the Thermomix bowl is you're going to use the spatula. So you can see the spatula has a hook here, and the simmering basket on this side has a hook in here. So all you need to do is you go in straight, hook that simmering basket up, and then you can use it as a strainer. Alright, so as per default, you know, the recipe is usually required to insert the measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid. But sometimes a recipe needs to release more steam. For example, when we want to reduce sauces, when we want to make tomato sauce, ketchup, or for our jams, when we're cooking jams, then we want more steam actually to escape through the mixing bowl lid. But we want to also to avoid the splatter. Then the Thermomix is here to make our life easier, not harder, and you want to clean up afterwards, right? So then in this case, the machine or the recipe will ask you to put the simmering basket on top, and that just sits on top like that. Too easy. Okay, what else can it do? So imagine sometimes you have only small amounts that you want to mill or puree, and then this is also when the simmering basket comes in handy, because if you don't have the whole bowl full, and sometimes the small things like spices also tend to jump around the whole bowl, then the simmering basket can help you to keep the food or whatever you want to mill down to the blades. So put into your ingredients into the bowl, just add the simmering basket inside, put the lid on top and start milling. Okay, so far that may not have been really news to you, but now I want to show you how we can melt chocolate that we can use for garnishing our cookies or cakes or whatever you want to do with it. And we're using the simmering basket here and we're going to melt the chocolate inside a Ziploc bag. So what we're going to need for that is 500 grams of water. Just weighing that in. And yeah, the amount of chocolate that you want. So this can be 100 grams of cooking chocolate, and just put that into pieces and into the Ziploc bag. Then we put the Ziploc bag inside the simmering basket because that obviously is designed not to touch the blades. So, and it's also not inside the water. So what we're going to do is put that on 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Varoma temperature. Varoma temperature is the highest temperature that you can get, or also called steaming temperature, and speed 1. And yeah, I'm going to show you once this melted how that looks like. So similar to the method that we're using here, although this is on steaming temperature, as you can see, is the so-called sous vide cooking. And sous vide means under vacuum. And what it does is basically you can cook your proteins, your meat or your fish, put that in a Ziploc bag. Just make sure it's BPA free, and put the Ziploc bag into the simmering basket. But instead of using aroma temperature like we do here, with sous vide you go on lower temperature for a long time. So for example, there's a sous vide egg recipe out there on I think it's on the recipe community, and you cook your eggs for 60 minutes on 60 degrees. Very yum. It's like a poached egg in its shell, and a very healthy way of making your food. Give it a go. All right, now our chocolate has beautifully melted inside the Ziploc bag there, and obviously you need to be very careful when you take that out because that has just been steamed for 12 minutes. So as you can see, it has blown up the bag, but that's all right. But inside here you've got your beautiful melted chocolate, and when you want to use that for garnishing, all you need to do is now cut the corner here of that Ziploc bag and then start using it. All right, and finally we're going to make some herb and garlic butter, and I'm going to show you how we're going to use the simmering basket here to help us strain the milk solids from the milk liquids. All right, now so I've just added all the ingredients as per recipe. So that's the garlic and some herbs and 600 ml of fresh cream. And the fresher the cream is that you actually buy, the longer it takes for the cream to whip before it turns into butter. So mine was very fresh today, so it took about 3 minutes to make, and I'm just now proceeding with the recipe. Okay, the recipe now asks me to remove the butterfly whisk. So I just take that out and put that aside for now. And then it says use the simmering basket to strain the liquid from the solid. So that looks more like a green paste to me, and at the moment I'm pretty sure we won't get a lot of solid liquids out of it, but basically when the machine tells you that, then it means put the simmering basket on top of your whipped butter, okay, like this, and with the aid of the spatula just hold it and strain the liquid through. So as I said, it's not a lot right now. I don't know if you can see that properly. So a little bit of green liquid is dripping out of here, but that's basically how I use it. I follow the recipe now again to the next step, and we'll add some more water to it, chilled water, and then I can show you the straining a little bit better. Okay, so now I've added in the chilled water actually with some ice cubes. And now it asks me to do the same exercise again. So I insert the simmering basket here to use that as a strainer. And I'll take it out, use my spatula to hold the basket in place and just sieve it through, basically the other way around. Instead of putting food into the basket, we want to stay the food inside of the bowl and strain just the liquid out of it. Okay, and here's my final tip for the simmering basket. So imagine you have now cooked or steamed some vegetables in your simmering basket, and you want to drain or let it cool down a little bit. Obviously with the aid of your spatula. So you hook that up, and what you can do is you can just Put the simmering basket in an angle like this, so it sits there on the side, and let the liquid drain back into the bowl. You need to have the spatula hooked up and leave it like this. All right, that's it from us, the simmering basket, and I say bye. Thanks for watching. If you happen to know a few more tips and tricks regarding the simmering basket, feel free to post them below, and always happy to learn new things. And yeah, I hope to see you next time.